Welcome back to Color Class. I'm Sarah.
I'm Lucinda.
In today's video, we are going to be looking at the 3 different categories within the Winter 12 palette system. So we start off, we're doing deep, we're doing cool, and we are doing clear.
Yes.
And that's based off our 6 dominant characteristics palette. So I will put a little video up there for you guys if you are interested in looking at it. Because if you know the 6 dominant characteristics, you pretty much know this video already.
And if we could just do a quick review.
Absolutely,
okay?
yes.
So for those of you who haven't been with us all this time, we teach all of the different color systems. And so we started with the 4 seasons, which is kind of the one everybody knows, which, winter, spring, autumn,
Summer.
And then if you don't know how those are broken out, if you're a winter, you're cool and deep. If you're summer, you're light and deep. I'm sorry.
Light and cool.
Light and cool. If you're spring, you're light and warm. And if you're summer, autumn, deep, and you're warm.
Yes.
Sorry. I was trying to do it backwards in my head around this chart I have kind of in my brain, and it didn't work out. But that's 4 seasons, and on a very,
Basic,
simplistic scale. But then we taught the 6 dominant characteristics, which is a different system, but it's also a kind of a pathway into the 12 palette system. So the 6 dominant characteristics are light and deep, warm and cool, clear and soft. Now, as we go into the 12 palette system, you will see how the 6 dominant characteristics and the 4 seasons marry up to create the 12 palette system.
Exactly. All right. So starting it off with deep winters. Now, deep winters, skin tone can really be
all over the place.
Right. It can go from the lightest to the deepest. It can be one end of the spectrum to the other and anywhere in between.
But what you're looking for here is contrast. The deep winters, that they have greater contrast, and greater intensity in terms of, is between your skin and your features, whatever, but there's usually high contrast.
And it's going to be cool to neutral side. So you're not going to see a lot of warmth in there. It's going to be like your olives, your deep beiges, dark browns, in that range. So you're not going to see really warm, rich colors in the skin tone.
Now, hair color in this particular category or subtype of the winter season, deep winter, it's usually dark and rich. It can be dark brown, it could be black, but usually you won't see any warmth with a deep winter.
And if you do have a brighter eye, wait
till later.
We'll talk about you in a second, okay? Deep winters look best in deeper, cooler, intense colors. So just think of deep winter. You're looking for deep, rich colors. They can be on the cooler side. So you're going to stay away from like sepia colors that have a lot of orange in it, but you can wear like all those magnificent and rich like plums and blues and just absolute richness, which I absolutely love. And charcoals, dark blues, blacks, and rich jewel tones as well. They're just going to be a little bit on the deeper side compared to what we're going to talk about later.
Yeah, just think clear. The color will be clear, but it'll be a little bit, it will be taken down maybe 2 steps.
Yeah, just a
20%.
A little heavier.
You want to talk about why that is?
Yeah.
All right. So if you're a deep winter, and you'll need to look at these side by side at the end of the video so that you can see the difference. But if you're a deep winter, you need to balance the depth of color that you have naturally with something that has depth of color. And interestingly enough, if you're not a deep winter, we're going to also talk about cool winters and clear winters. Your depth will make these colors on you look as bright as the colors do on a clear winter because everything's relative. So you put these colors against a deep winter, they look bright.
So speaking of cool winters, let's talk about characteristics. Now, first off, skin tone. Again, there is a wide range of skin tone that we're looking at. The big difference is the cooler side spectrum. So like think rosy,
pinky,
Pink, yeah.
Cool
Beige, yeah. That's always, if your foundation shade begins with cool anything, that means you have a cooler skin tone. So when you're a cool winter, I guess I'm just giving it away by saying cool winter.
Well, this is easy, folks. Once you get this far, it's easy. For a cool winter, they are visibly cool. We're human beings. Everybody has a little bit different, like skin isn't necessary. Skin, basically, if you mixed it up on a palette, it's got warmth to it.
It always does.
Right. So it's not like we're blue. We're not.
No.
But if you can look at somebody and say, wow, they're their skin tone is cool, their hair color is cool, ash brown, dark brown, black, it's dark and cool. And if their eye colors is cool,
I wonder what color they could be.
then it's a pretty good bet that they're a cool winter.
So really everything on you is cool, and that means you get to wear cool colors that complement your different tones. So you can have things like icy blue, cool grays, bright magentas, those like fire engine reds. Oh, like the lipstick that's just bold and blue based. Oh, I love those colors.
You look beautiful in jewel tones that look like they're lit up from the back.
Right.
Imagine if you had a wall of jewel tones and the back was completely open and you were shining a light through it. That's what happens. That's what you're looking for with a cool winter. You want colors that look like somebody flipped on a light switch.
Right. And then colors that we want to avoid are always going to be the opposite. Yeah. So warmer, muted colors.
Girl, don't wear orange.
Well, like especially not like a spiced orange.
Yeah, any orange
wouldn't be great on you.
But remember, orange on the color wheel sits right between yellow, which over on the warm side it can be pretty golden, and it sits between red, which over toward the warm side it too can be very kind of warm.
Right.
Orange sits in the middle of that. Orange is not for you. I'm sorry. I hate to say there's any color you need to avoid, but the cool thing is if you're a cool winter and you're thinking, oh, I'd really love to wear orange, wear red. We're red.
Yeah.
You can get away with it. All of the rest of us of other seasons, we're so jealous because we want to wear red. We want to wear that red.
Well, I feel like the cosmetic companies and the clothing designers cater a lot to winters. And winter is more of a popular season. I think it makes up a majority of, I wouldn't say it's more, it's just, there's a lot more winters out there than there are other colors. So they cater a little bit more like black, gray, charcoal, white within the winter palette. So.
I read that the best-selling color of all time was a red Revlon red, and I think it was called Roses in the Snow, maybe. And it was by far, it outsold everything else. And so this just goes in line with what you're saying.
If you guys know, let us know, because whatever that color is.
You guys have the best information. We have one subscriber whose grandfather was a Hollywood makeup artist, and she's been who worked with Max Factor, and she tells us all these great inside story. That's why, people, I know we mentioned our Patreon. That's why we want all of you guys in our live chats and our forums subscribe, because we get great information from you guys. It's not just us giving all the information. I've gotten some terrific tidbits from you.
Yeah, come on over to our Patreon. We have live Q&As. We have live chats as well with us. And then there's a whole bunch of other really cool things going on, downloads. I'm not going to bore you with the details because we still have to move on to our last category. Yeah. Yes, our clear category. And clear can be a little bit tricky. We do have a whole video on when we were talking about the 6 palette system, the soft versus clear spectrum. So if you're a little unsure after listening to this, I'm going to link the video right here. Watch soft versus clear. If you're clear out there, you have just striking eye. The whites are just striking, or the eye color is just striking.
Pale blue eyes. Bright green eyes. Now I'm going to give you some archetypes to think about. People who are famous that you will recognize right away. Courtney Cox.
Yep, we always mention her.
Black hair, that pale blue eye. Elizabeth Taylor.
Oh yeah, her green eyes, right? And some people said she had purple eyes. Is that?
Yeah, some people said they were so green they were almost lavender. But the point is, they were vibrant, they were striking, and think about what she always wore: black, white,
emerald, green,
purple, emerald
like
green,
the classic.
Purple. Yes. Back to your palette, you're gonna do true black, you're gonna do stark white, you're gonna have bright jewel tones. And once again, your colors are going to look like they're lit up from the back. Imagine jewels that are
clear as they can be.
Stained glass window clear.
But even clearer
bright.
than that. Because stained glasses make me think like dark and vampy, like vampire or something.
No. There's some beautiful stained glass windows.
You need them bright.
But you have to be on the inside with the sun shining through them, not on the outside, because on the outside they just look like nothing. But if you've got the sun shining through ruby glass, sapphire glass, amethyst glass, that's your palette, and it's gorgeous.
Now, of course, again, avoid the muted colors, avoid the warm and muted colors, I guess I should say. Those are the opposites. You want to stay away from those, but you get to wear those wonderful, clear, rich tones. So stick with those. Again, your makeup is going to be bright, more vibrant. You're going to have a lot more pigment that you can play up with and utilize. So we hope you enjoy that. Because I know...
Because we're so jealous.
We have to mute everything down for us. And of course, we always say those cosmetic companies, they love the vibrancy. But I guess it does work because if you're purchasing a color, you can always mute it. What you can't do is intensify it. So,
well, you're the queen of muting a color. So, I try to buy a color that I don't have to do all that to. I mean, basically what she will do is she will just put it on very lightly and then she'll blot it and she ends up with something that's almost like a color tint, which works terrific for her. But, I just like to slap it on and have lots of coverage.
Well, good thing that has nothing to do with our winters today.
Hey, you know what? In your posts, you have told us that you enjoy us going off topic. So when you're ready for us to stop going off topic, just say, please, enough is enough.
That is true. All right. So we've already given you our spiel on Patreon. We'd love to have you over there. We are so excited. All of your love, all of your support. Thank you so much. We can't wait to see you over there. Also, we have our new website up. That's really cool if you want to check it out. All of the links in the description down below.
Can I just give you kudos on that website? She did something that you are going to love so much. I didn't know that she had done this, but she did an archive of all of our videos. She put, she added copy so you can search the videos. If there's something that you want to find, searching for, like if you want to know more about clear winters, you search clear winters, and she added enough copy that it will pick up those particular videos for you if you want to give it another look.
Thank you. So don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. Those are another really great ways to help us out here over on YouTube. It keeps us doing what we do best, which is color analysis. So thank you again. Lastly, I'm Sarah.
I'm Lucinda.
This has been another color class, and we'll see you in our next video.